What's up everybody, Jesse back here today, finally reviewing the Super Saiyan God Goku figure. As you can see, here it is in the packaging. Got the red background there to match his red hair. Got pictures of the figure itself. And in the back, we have more pictures of Goku, the pose you can get him into. And then we have a couple of pictures there for him. Alright, let's take this guy out of the packaging and see what it comes with. So out of the packaging, we can see that he comes with a few sets of hands. He comes with the karate chop hands, the martial arts posing hands, kamehameha hands, blasting hands, and some fist hands. He also comes with 4 faces. One is already on there, which is the stern, regular Goku face. And we have a yelling face. We have a kind of happy, smiling face. And we have the teeth gritting face. And that's pretty much all for accessories. Let's take a close look at the figure here. As you can see, it's a brighter orange gi than the other Goku releases that we have. And it has a bunch of excellent shading going around in the figure, which is pretty much a first for Tamashii Nations. The hair is kind of metallic, so I'm not a real big fan of that. I wish it was a kind of a matte finish. And yeah. There's a quick 360. You got the nice kanji there. And you got the kanji right here. It looks really good. And pretty much the same articulation as the Super Saiyan 3 Goku figure. Just arms rotate all the way around. You got the sleeves that rotate. Biceps move this way. Biceps in and out. Wrist move 360 and up and down as well. There's a butterfly joint in there, so you can get it out forward pretty far, which is really good for all types of posing. You see, you can get them really close. Much better than the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I believe. We'll be taking a look at that as comparison in a little bit. Got the diaphragm joint right there. Could move it up a little bit to get better range of motion. Doesn't go pretty far back, and you got typical waist movement, head, full 360. Doesn't go up that much. It goes down pretty far. Legs go up that far. They can bend that far. There's no upper boot articulation here, but there is lower foot. Move it side to side, up and down, and you have that awesome ankle rocker. You can pivot it, really nice. And you do have the toe joint. Now guys, there's something I want to tell you guys. If you're getting this figure and when you get it in your hands, please be very, very careful. A few of my joints were really tight. I can actually see plastic peeling off within the joint itself because of how tight they are. I was able to move them around a little bit. You can see right there, that corner right here. Let me see if I can. That right there, that's plastic chipping off of the joints and in between there because they were put in very, very tight. The biceps on mine were kind of tight, and I was kind of hesitant to move them because I've heard of a few people's figures snapping off and breaking. One of my buddies had that happen to him, and that's something I don't want to happen. So just warning everyone out there, please be super careful when you're getting your figure. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Goku. We'll be taking a quick comparison. First, let's see this neck. So there you go, guys. We're back to the original necks, so you can swap it off and place any other head you would want on there. For now, alright, this guy looks okay. I'm not a huge fan of the form, even though it's returned to Super. I'm not a huge fan of the form. I never liked it. Didn't think the concept was cool. Never liked the idea of it. Yeah, and here we have him next to the Super Saiyan 3 Goku figure. These guys can see the difference between them. Between the oranges, there's more of a on the camera, it's coming off more like a yellowish orange, which it is. It's brighter, but the shading is really awesome there. You guys can see his boots are also different. They're brighter blue, and they have the red stripe there, which he should have. I don't know why Tamashii gave us orange on this one. That's a huge gripe of mine. Gave him orange when he should have red stripe, but whatever. And the back of the figures there. And one thing they did on this figure, so the biceps aren't as buff or muscular as the Super Saiyan 3 Goku ones. It appears like it's not. It could just be due to the shading, but I don't think it's. I think they may have slimmed it down just a little bit. The forearms are definitely slimmed down, as you guys can tell. See how this one flares out like that? This one doesn't. It's just rounded off, which is pretty nice. And one thing they did, which to me kind of looks weird, they kind of narrowed down his shoulders right here, his traps, and they widened this whole area here, like where the shirt is on the inside. This whole area here, it's wider and it's a little bit more hollowed out, giving him the appearance that he's actually slimmer than what he really is. So they narrowed. So if you look closely, that's why this is up more, because they added a little bit more there, and they narrowed it down, his traps, and narrowed his chest up a little bit, which is why this doesn't look as weird to me as this right here. Like, see how this looks like it's bunched up here? Makes it look like it got like a little bit of love handles. It's for the same reason, to give that appearance that, you know, he slimmed down in the God form, and his clothes are now baggy on him. You know, it works for the figure, and they even did so on the pants. They added a little bit more extra gapping in between the joints there. But all in all, it doesn't hurt the figure. I'm just not a huge fan of it. I wasn't a huge fan of the form. So, yeah, but, you know, it's a quick review of Goku. And to compare him to the other Goku that we have, this is actually my favorite Goku, is the SDCC Goku. So you guys can see how far we've come in articulation and styling and shading. Hopefully they continue to use shading like this. I really dig it. Come out pretty awesome. I'm not a fan of metallic hair, but I am digging this head sculpt. This hair sculpt, I should say. It's a lot better than the basic one that we've had here. And if you guys are wondering, yes, you can swap them off. So we'll be doing that right now on camera, live. It's just gonna be really loose because the pegs are different. But you know, you can make it work. Yeah. If you're gonna pose it, you can make it work. You don't gotta worry about it, you know. You can see, like, even like I've been playing with this guy, posing him around for a little bit, and even now, like, just moving his legs was really stiff. So again, guys, please be careful. You don't want to break your figures. Nah, just quick little blah pose. But you see, you can make it work, but it is gonna be really loose, as you guys can see. So you can swap it, just be careful. It's gonna be loose. You know, gust of wind might come and just and move your figure's head all the way around. Alright, that's enough of, look at that. Just moving him around, swings this whole, whoo! Oh, that's too funny. Alright, enough of this. Let's get Goku back on there. Now, I would compare him with all the other Gokus, but there are a shit ton of Gokus. So, I'm not going to do that. I did that, I believe, with the I did that when I reviewed the Kaioken Goku. I brought out all the other Gokus that I have, and it was a huge Goku party in my room, and we're not gonna do that right now, mainly because we're not in my apartment, we're not in my room, so we're not gonna do that. So yeah, guys, there you go. So quick, almost had a catastrophe there. Quick look at the new Super Saiyan God Goku figure. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about this? If you're excited, if you're happy to get him, if you're not pleased with it. Looks a little skinny there. Give him a Ryu pose. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a Street Fighter Ryu pose real quick. Alright guys, so let me know in the comments below what you think of this figure, if you're happy, if you're excited to finally get your hands on it. And once again, a disclaimer guys, please, please, please be very careful when you are posing this guy. Do not snap your figures. Please guys, I don't want to hear any one of you guys that snapped your figures. That shit is just horrible. Alright dudes, thank you for watching, have a good day, later.